Hello, church family. Ron Branscombe here. It's been a while since I've done a video for the church, so I got to break off the rust here. I appreciate Brother Wayne doing the video, leading us into the New Year's. And then last week we had the pleasant surprise of COVID entering into the Branscombe household. So our whole family has been dealing with COVID, and so last week I did not do a video. I was under the weather on Wednesday of last week. Feel much better and doing well. Deidre's doing well. Some of the kids are still dealing with COVID, but this particular variant for us has not been as challenging. So appreciate the prayers. Keep the prayers up for our brothers and sisters, though, that are dealing with COVID right now, who loved ones. You know, it's just a lot of challenging times right now, and it's very rampant. So just continue to pray and keep all of our brothers and sisters in mind at this time. Chapter 9, book of Proverbs. Let's hit it here. You got two options as you read this chapter. You either want to go to a feast or you want to go to a funeral. I know I like to rather go to a feast rather than a funeral. And that's really kind of the picture we get here. I'm going to break this down into four areas. Verses 1 through 2, you have wisdom is preparing a feast. And get the picture of a nice dinner that's going to occur. And so wisdom's preparing this feast. Verses 3 through 9, wisdom is sending out the invitations. And it's interesting. There's a certain class that the invitations are sent out to. It's to the simple. Prior chapters, we've had those who are mockers or fools, where invitations have been extended and those were rejected. And so here you have the case of the simple accepting the invitation. Now, usually when you accept an invitation, and think about it from your walk with Christ, mockery occurs. And so those who want to rebuke, make things challenging for those who have accepted an invitation, that happens. Now, those who are sinners, who are not walking with God, they do not like to be rebuked, and they do not like the mockery. So it's always flipped the other way. Verses 10 through 12, the celebration. So you have the preparation of the feast, you have the invitation to the feast, and then you have the celebration. And verse 10 starts with, the fear of the Lord is beginning of wisdom, and knowledge of the Holy One is understanding. So here we get a picture of, we should be celebrating when we fear the Lord. There are fruits that come out of that. A longer life. You also have a reward. If you are a mocker, you alone will suffer. So, you know, there's probably something there of value to us in regard to fearing the Lord. Verses 13 through 18, this is where we get the condemnation side of this. Okay, so you had the feast. And then you have, starting in verse 13, you have folly is an unruly woman. And here, replace that word folly with prostitute, and you start getting the picture of bad things that will occur when you decide to enter into that particular world. And that invitation is also given to the simple, and they have a choice. And so I kind of look at this particular chapter as, it's either we accept or we reject. We accept the invitation from Christ, or we reject it. Or also, we accept the willingness to please God and follow His word, or we reject it. And those are the two choices. Here at the end of this particular chapter, verse 18, but little do they know that the dead are there, that her guests are deep in the realm of the dead. So, you want to go to a feast, or do you want to go to a funeral? That's the choice that's right there. Hope this has been helpful. God bless. I pray that, Lord willing, we will get to see you hopefully within a week or so. Take care.